All right, round of applause for
Hey, tonight, brother, you handle that shit like a boss. And she's like, more, say it ain't about you, baby.
What's the stupidest thing that you ever done?
That I've ever done? Well, probably the first time I ever did something, I realized, okay, that I was fucking stupid. Where I really had a dawning, like an epiphany, a eureka moment. I was 9 years old, and I went to a Foghat concert. Stone blue rock and roll show, hey, Foghat, right? And you know, my mom gave me an extra $5 and I wanted a concert teacher. I was 8 or 9, and back then you could do that. It wasn't like dangerous. I come from a small town in Texas, and so my mom went to the Coliseum, the Houston Coliseum, and she waited outside the whole time. I went in by myself and I watched Foghat because I was into rock and roll since I was a kid. First thing I ever asked for by name was the Elvis Comeback Special, the album. First thing I ever asked for as a kid. So I was into music my whole life. And so I went to see Foghat, and she gave me an extra $5, and so I got me a Foghat t-shirt, and completely just naive to the core, you know, because I come from a small town, I came out and I was just, whoa, Mom, I was going to tell my mom all about the concert. And I think I was 8 years old, and this big kid, probably 15, came up, he's like, hey, man, can I see your shirt? And I was like, yeah, and I handed it to him. The motherfucker turned and ran. Well, one of my claims to fame is I won the Junior Olympics in track when I was 9 years old. Yeah, no racial shit, but I was the only white guy in the finals. It was like George Washington, Sean Patrick. Right? Is that fucking right? Yeah, that's the white guy. Okay. All right. So I turned around and I ran this motherfucker down. I ran all the way around the Coliseum by Brays Bayou, no lights or anything, and I tackled this motherfucker. This motherfucker on the concrete, boom, face planted and slid for about 8 feet. I grabbed my Foghat t-shirt, and I'll never forget the look in that guy's face. That motherfucker turned and looked at me like, you what? And that was when I knew, like, oh, that was fucking stupid. This is a big kid, a lot bigger than me, and he's gonna fuck me up. I was fucking petrified. I'd love to make it sound like macho, like I handled the shit. No. My bottom lip was fucking, tears are running down my bed, and I fucking, and I looked and I saw the fucking face of death in this kid. And I turned and I sprinted back to the front of the Coliseum, and I jumped in the car, bawling my fucking eyes out.
with the shirt.
I still have that fucking shirt. A lot of shit occurred to me on that night. And although I regret that look, I fucking chased that cocksucker down again.
Well, thank you.
You're very welcome.
My questions are, which one of the Boondock Saints movies did you like more?
One.
The one.
Think about it for a minute. Take a little time.
Let's see, would you work with George Lucas? Yeah.
Which one do you have more fun doing? The first one or the second one?
You know, you're talking about on the day, like on the set?
Yeah.
Probably the second, only because we were so much closer at that point, you know? I just met Rocco on the first one, so by the time we did the second, I know Rocco inside now, you know, not literally not. Came out wrong. You know, I mean, by the time 10 years later, we're so close, you know? We've been to each other's houses, each other's barbecues, spent time together, so on the day, it was a lot better. I mean, that makes it sound like the first one we didn't have fun. You know, the best time I've ever had working on a movie set was Boondock 2. The second, Boondock 1. The third, pretty far down. As far as like on the day, you know? Because I mean, Boondocks, you're telling like off-color jokes, nothing's PC, it's like dudes being dudes, you know? It's just a really fun time.
And what is your favorite scene that didn't go make the movie?
Ooh, wow. Ooh, man, there's a lot. God, I don't even know where to start, to be honest. My favorite scene in the films is ripping the toilet out of the ground. You know, it's just kids you're like, fuck yeah. You know, you don't take no for an answer. They stole your brother, you know? Fucking make her like, ah, fuck, my brother was a dick. Well, Russian stole your brother, you fucking ripped that toilet out of the ground. But God, there's too much to mention in outtakes. Too much. A lot of stuff. I think they should have let the mom in. I think she was genius. I always like replay that in my mind. It's like, how does she spell cack? C-A-C-K. Cack. She was a flavorful character, you know. I thought she was great. I think they should have let that in.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome.
Who's last in line? Raise your hand if you're last in line. You with the hat? No. Okay, you are now officially the last person in line. I could say that slower. Yeah. Next question.
Have no effect.
I got two questions. First
Yeah.
is, who actually did order the whoop-ass fajitas?
Say it again.
Who actually did order the whoop-ass fajitas?
My Mexican. Did you not watch the film? I don't do that shit on my own. I got the fucking Mexican to do it. I'm a Romeo. I got some shit to fuck up. Order the fucking fajitas.
The next one is, what's your favorite memory with William Dafoe?
Probably him rehearsing one line and one line only.
What was that?
The first Boondock one. Everywhere we'd go, he would rehearse one line. Waiter'd be coming up to the table like, oh, yeah, we'll have 2 margarita pizzas, a couple of beers, and a chocolate cheesecake to go. He's like, bag. Everywhere. Somebody standing next to him on the street. Funny cat, man. Funny cat. Understated cat. So his comedy, you're like, oh, I'm afraid to laugh because it's William Dafoe.
Nice, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, I have 2 questions. Besides the Irish accent that you are very well known, is there any other accent that you truly do like doing besides Irish?
Pick one.